So, not having the best of the day. As you can see, it's a lot going on in life, period. Um, so I am no longer concerned. I'm just gonna turn the heat off completely. I am no longer concerned about this place, period. My ultimate goal is to get all of this shit packed up. Um, we're trying to get all the stuff packed up. I have a ton of stuff. This room looks a mess. And depression. So it is what it is. I don't care. This is really a transparency post. Um, I have so much stuff that's going in the trash. Like, it's not even funny. Matter of fact, speaking of the trash, I need to go downstairs and bring the trash can back up because I'm pretty sure my roommate didn't do it. Um, about 2 days ago, me and her got into an argument. And I told her, baby, in 7 days, you won't even have to worry about me. She's like, oh, so you're actually leaving? Yes, I am. I'm not dealing with this no more. Um, because initially when she first moved in, when we were having problems, the landlord made a comment was like, oh, well, I mean, you can move. You can move if you don't you can always find somewhere else to stay because he was getting a measly extra $300 from her. Mind you, I've been here for 3 years, y'all. And this is what this looks like. This is what he refuses to fix. This has been going on for 2 years now. His daughter moved out, 2 years ago? Um, Also, my room has no heat. My room gets sporadic, random heat. Um, and yeah, let me see if she brought I'm pretty sure she did not bring the trash can back up. She did not. Okay. I'm about to have to go outside and bring the trash can back up. Which, I mean, she's been doing it all of these months, but primarily I need it anyway because, like I said, I'm moving. Um, we have 7 days to get up out of here. I am not facing an eviction currently, but to avoid it and to avoid any mishaps or him trying to juice me for any more money, um, we gotta do what I gotta do. So I paid them already $500, and that 500 was to secure me until the 15th because I'm leaving. I'm not staying here. I'm not staying here for the rest of the month, so I'm not paying for the rest of the month. So the plan is to be out of here by the 15th. Since they gotta have month's rent, I'll be here until the very last day on the 15th. And this week, I'm gonna start slowly moving stuff out. Um, yeah. So that's gonna be that. It's frustrating that this is what it's come to after living here for 3 years, but it doesn't really fucking matter. I mean, this is a really good neighborhood, so it sucks ass. Hell, I think like there was like a there was a townhome that was available for rent in this area that I was actually hoping to occupy because it's so bad. Like between me and my roommate, we're just not going to see eye to eye. No, we're not. It's been a year, a year, 2 years, a year and a half, and we're not going to see eye to eye. I don't like her. She don't like me. She's very much old and stuck in her. Like I said, I've been here since 2021. She moved in 2023. So she's been here for a year, but I'm ready to go. I'm over it. It's very much a cultural difference. She's African. She's an old lady. She's African. And I usually get along with Africans. I've dated Africans before. Not a problem, right? The African elders, anybody who's African can tell you, they're a little bit different. They're a little bit different. They move to their own beat of their own drum. They don't care what nobody got to say. They want to do what they want to do, how they want to do it. So he can have her rent out this extra room for extra $1,000 because I'm not doing this shit. So yeah, Dale, you and your foot fetish that has nothing to do with me. So yeah, don't care. But yeah, so when it comes down to it, ultimately, I'm not entertaining a lot of bullshit. Um, she wants what she wants, and that's fine. She's gonna get what she wants and everything she's been asking for. But what I tell you, I'm like 29. I'm about to be 30 next month. I'm not going into my 30s dealing with this shit. It'd be way easier for me to move in with family and literally get rid of over half of this shit, and I'll be fine. And so that's exactly what I plan to do. The living room is already packed up. Um, he doesn't know that I'm leaving. I did kind of give him a warning last Monday, and I told him, hey, I can't afford to stay here. So he was like, well, we could talk Wednesday, and Wednesday came, and Wednesday went, and he didn't say shit to me. So I was like, okay, well then fuck it then. I'm just gonna get the fuck out. Like I ain't nothing else to really do. While I could wait for an eviction, I'm not gonna do that to myself. I've never been evicted from anywhere that I've lived. Granted, I've only had 3 apartments or 3 dwellings that I've lived in myself, and that was one back in 2017 when I stayed in Columbus, Ohio, which was my first apartment. The lease ended there, and then I moved, and then you have the home that I stayed, or the house that I stayed in prior to this, which was a room I was renting for $800, and then you have this one, which was I got more freedom, right, and more peace of mind living here than I was at the old place. Because the old place, for one, like just pros and cons, the old place the landlord started to get very strict and very snappy for whatever fucking reason. I don't know if she was hitting menopause or what. But she, like, and that's not even trying to be funny, I'm being honest. Like, she's up there. So I don't know if she was hitting menopause or what, but she started to act crazy. And I was like, I don't have time for this. Like, ma'am, I'm going to make sure that I do what I got to do with or without you. And her not giving me my deposit back was just the icing on top of the cake for literally a spot that was the size of this right here. This is a coaster that I made, okay? Y'all, the spot was this big. Literally fits in the palm of my hand. That's how big the spot was on the carpet. So she decided she didn't want to give me my $200 deposit back because of that spot. And she knew that she technically didn't have to. And by law, here's the thing, she had spent it. She's very much a woman who likes to spend money. She has spent that. She spent it. And that's why she didn't have it. She spent it. She spent it actually as soon as she got it, because I moved into her place within a 4-day turnaround, which I was grateful for because I was trying to move out of my mom's place. So within a 4-day turnaround, I moved into her place and was paying, I paid the deposit, paid the security deposit, whatever. But it's just like, yo, this is crazy. I'm finding now that, my lease was cut short 3 months. Because I was supposed to stay there till December. And then we were supposed to talk about, around November. Hey, do you want to, stay? Do you want to go? You want to stay? You want to go? And what ended up happening was ultimately she did what the fuck she wanted to do. And she kept the money that I needed to be reimbursed with to move. Because I had paid my movers like $250. So I needed that security deposit back because while I was working, it was like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, yo, give me my shit back. And she wasn't really trying to hear that. So I'm like, all right, cool, good. Now, where I'm currently am now, landlord is asking for money that I don't have. And it's not really, I haven't been working, y'all, for like the past, really, honestly, I got laid off the first year I was here from a good paying job, right? I got laid off. And so when I got laid off, it was like, okay, well, I got to do what I got to do to stay. So I started taking on jobs like InstaWork and, Gig Pro or like Traba or these gig apps to try to do it. I even went as far as paying $1,700 for a bike that I thought would be fast enough for me to ride on to do Uber Eats deliveries, just to find out that it is not fast enough. 20 miles per hour is not fast. And I didn't check how fast it went before I bought it, but I spent $1,700 on it. Ran my credit up $1,700. It was crazy. Anyways, so, It's like, okay, whatever. I'm the type of person that I'm very much in my era of what's gonna be. And I'm not kissing, honestly, nobody ass to make them do anything or try to get them to do anything for me. Because at the end of the day, like I said, what's going to be for me is going to be for me. I think I might put these in the microwave. I had some fries from the other night, and I think I'm just going to put them in the microwave. I wonder would they taste better. Well, I want them to be a little bit more crunchy, so I'm actually going to put them in the air fryer. So yeah, it was what it was. I very much am not tripping. I'm just not going to speak to him. We have nothing to talk about. He basically said that because I couldn't afford to be here, there was never no, oh, well, we can work through this or none of that, even though I've consistently paid my rent despite not having heat here consistently, especially during the winter months, and not having proper AC during the summer months. I still continued to stay because I didn't have anywhere to go. And I didn't have the money to move. I still actually don't have the money to move, hence me putting my Cash App on this video. I still don't have the money to move. But we're about to make a way out of no way because I'm not staying here longer. I am going to attempt to get the movers that move me in to move me out for the same $250, and I'll just take the L. My unemployment has not come yet. It was supposed to be coming. This seems like my state hates me, so that's fine. It was supposed to be a situation of, them doing the right thing, and clearly they're not. So it is what it is. I'm not really, like I said, worried about all the extras and all that. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is getting my shit, packing my shit, and leaving so I can finally be out of this place, have peace of mind, have time to hone in. My grandma's place has always been that place where I hone in, recollect myself, and get back out there. And that should take no more than 2 to 3 months. Once that 2 to 3 months is up, right? Because I'll say there are some job opportunities over where my grandma stays, so I'm not gonna say there's none. There may be more reachable or more close distance opportunities than there are here, because right now I currently stay in the back of the boondocks, where nobody knows me. Okay, so, or not necessarily where nobody knows me, where nobody can get to me, right? And I'm just out here, so it's just like, why be out here when you don't have to be? When my grandma was like, oh, you can stay with me, rent free, da 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 da, because my grandma has always been that type of person to open up her home to strangers. Okay, and plus she needs some help health wise, as far as eating, as far as her diet, and I am a cook, so I'm going there to help in that aspect primarily as well. But that would be my primary purpose outside of clearly needing a place to stay. And so yeah, it's like a win-win. She'll get her home cooked meals. This is also why because when I lived there before, I used to make her home cooked meals and cook stuff, and she wants to get back to that, because that means less money she got to spend on takeout. She's getting more healthier meals. She could regain weight because my grandma right now is on Ozempic, and she's lost so much weight. Like, my grandma's looking like skin and bones right now, and my grandma has never been this skinny. This is the lowest weight I have seen my grandmother at, ever. Okay, my grandma has always been a voluptuous woman. Okay, a little bit on the plus side, right in the middle, just like me. We're built the same way. So seeing her collarbones is scary. Seeing her look so frail and sick, and her neck just looking skinny, it's scary. So I'm moving to get her back into a good regimen of eating healthy foods and get her back on the healthy diet, because she right now currently is eating a banana. She is eating a smoothie, which is like them boost drinks or whatever, and that's it. That's what she's eating daily. And that's a freaking problem for me, because now all over this reads malnourishment, and I'm surprised her doctor is not saying anything. Yes, she lost weight because she needed her knee surgery and she's trying to keep that weight down, but she is malnourished. And I can see it in her face. I can see it in every. So we about to get her on if possible, if her doctor allows it, a possible sea moss diet. So even in the morning, if she doesn't want to eat, she'll have a smoothie in the morning that she can have, that she can take. And that'll be that. So I still gotta pack up my kitchen. I gotta pack up upstairs. I have to pack up my bathroom upstairs, and that's the last 3 places outside of this closet that's up here, which I'm waiting for the very last moment. But yeah, I have so many clothes all over my room. I can't even sort through the clothes at this point. I'm just taking shit and throwing it in the boxes. I was gonna sort it out and do it like, okay, these are my socks, and this is my underwear, and this, so that type of sorting is going through with suitcases. The rest of the extra clothes is going in boxes and probably will be in storage because I don't have the space for it where I'm going. I definitely don't want my stuff in my grandma's closet. And my little cousin, I'm staying in my little cousin's old room before she moved out. And so that room is so freaking small. The only thing I'm going to be able, I won't even be able to have my full bed set. I will be able to have my box spring and my mattress. That is it. The bed set will have to be in the freaking, it had to be wrapped up and be inside of the storage unit, as most of my stuff will. The only things I'm bringing is a box of art supplies so I can still paint and do what I do. Outside of that box of art supplies, it's going to be some clothes, which will be the suitcases, and then it will be some stuff to cook with because I need to bring my cooking stuff because my grandma don't have no pots and pans because she don't cook. So there's that. Anyways, so after I get these fries done, or these fries finished air frying, I'm gonna go ahead and these are hot enough. I'm gonna go ahead and start packing my own, which y'all will see. And yeah, this is pretty good. Yeah, let's say a little back to them. Not that they're not hot enough. I just wanna get them a tad bit more crispy. Just a tad bit more. But yeah. So that's all. That's it. I'm going live to just record this process because this is one of those things where, like I said, it's a transparency project to show where I started. My ultimate goal, if possible, is to not necessarily have to move in with my boyfriend, but have my own spot where I have the freedom to do what I want by myself. I have never had my own spot, y'all, by myself. I've always had a roommate. From 2017 to now, I've always had a roommate. My battery's about to die. But I've always had a roommate, and I no longer desire to have that type of, I need to be alone by myself. Like where my company is fine, walking and coming. My boyfriend can walk around naked if he wants to. Like, I need that type of environment where I have my own dwelling by myself. Now, I'm aware it's gonna take some time to get that, but I'm okay because patience is virtue, and I'm trusting God that I will be able to get this within the next 2 to 3 years, or this year will be great, where I get financially stable enough to where I can get my own stuff. I'm in no way, this was an onion on the floor the whole time. I don't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see. But I am in no way, shape, or form trying to live with my boyfriend. It's people. Now, don't get me wrong. Push comes to shove, I gotta do what I gotta do, right? But my boyfriend knows right now they're in the process of moving. Once they get a bigger house, and I can see myself in the house, I'm like, okay, I can see this. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine, right? But it's just the people dynamics of those around him that I'm worried about, and I'll just leave that alone. But yeah. So currently what I'm going to do for me is make sure I can get my own spot, whether it's renting a room again from whoever, taking whatever steps I need to take, cool, fine, dandy, doing what I got to do, that's fine as well. But it's like I can no longer be in a spot where I'm sharing my space with other people because I am not a friendly person. Okay? I will be cordial until you push me to not be friendly anymore. That's the type of person I am. I can be cordial, cool, calm, and collect until you push me to the edge. And because I am a nice person, I'm usually the typical nice woman, people think that they're going to play with me. And people be thinking about to play on my top. And I have to tell people, baby, I'm a February Pisces. We can flip this script real fucking fast. Okay? So I need you to stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Let's keep it cute. Let's keep it familiar. Let's keep it demure. Okay? Because I'm letting you know right now, it ain't gonna be too pretty. So 2 days ago when I had to cuss my roommate out, I told her shut the fuck up talking to me. Like, she was complaining about something that was taken out the fridge, and it wasn't, y'all. It was this much food left in the container, y'all. This much. Kid you not, a fucking dime size amount. And she was like, oh, well, it's very expensive, and da 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 da, and you have to be more careful. I said, well, I thought it was mine. So that's why I took it out. I thought it was a container that I just happened to put in the fridge from something I may have eaten or from some restaurant or whatever, because I do order from Ethiopian restaurants a lot. And I thought it could have been something from there. That's why I took it out. I said, had I known it was your shit, I would have moved it on your row, but I wouldn't have taken it out because clearly I was going to have to hear your mouth like I am now. That's exactly verbatim what I told her. And she was like, but you have to be, we're sharing this space. And da, da, da. I said, girl, in 7 days, you ain't got to worry about me sharing the damn space. I'm be gone. I said, whoever come in here, they going to fuck this shit up. And she was like, no, they're not. They're not. I said, no, they are. They are. They very much are. We are in a college town, baby. They're going to fuck this shit up. They're going to be throwing house parties and everything. Be on all types of drugs. I done already seen it. So she talking about something, it's not going to happen, baby. I already seen it. I done have dreams about this shit. Whoever moves in here next is going to fuck this shit up. Because let's be for real. Like she very much wants to reign queen supreme of everything. And it's like, girl, you was not my mama. And even if you was, you're not going to talk to me like you stupid. Like, come on now, let's be for real. I'm respectful towards my mother, you know. Me and my mom don't really, you know, we're not that close, but, you know, we talk. That's it. So it's just like, I'm not about to, you're not about to tell me what I is and I ain't gonna do, old lady, okay? And that's how I feel. And so she feels like, oh, because she's the elder, that I should be respectful. No, it takes respect to get respect, baby. Sorry, I'm from down south. You talk shit, we talk shit back. Okay? And so her being from Ghana or whatever, it's just a cultural difference, and I don't have time for it. Nor do I care about it. I'm over it. I'm really at that point where I just want to do me. I'm about to be 30. I need to be living on my own by myself anyway. I don't really have the makings for a roommate. Because the thing about it is, every time I've had roommates, they've never paid my rent. They've always paid their own portion. Right? It's never been, oh, you're going to come and pay my shit. Like, no, it's never been that. Ever. Okay? I've always paid for my own shit. Ever since I've been old enough to move out the house, or I had the balls enough to move out the house and go on and do what I had to do, it's always been me. So anyways, I'm going to go upstairs and get my tripod and shit, and I'm about to eat these fries. That's what the fuck I'm about to do. Be a fat ass and eat these fries. I have more food in there, but I'm saving that. My boyfriend's coming tonight. So I told him I would save him some food because I had cooked. Really need to be getting some more food out. I'm throwing out some more food for the next couple of days. I got some turkey meat in there. I thought about throwing out, but ground turkey takes so long to thaw out. You know, it's ridiculous how long ground turkey takes to thaw out. And so, but yeah, I'm just at my point of I don't give a fuck with nobody. Got to see y'all. Like, my sister's trying to give all this advice, and she's playing big sister role, and I'm playing the role of I don't give a fuck no more. What nobody got to say, because I've always been very much one of those people who was, I guess you could say, a little bit lenient on, oh, you know, well, this person has more experience, and this person has experience in this. I'm sorry, everybody who got experience doesn't mean they need to give a fucking opinion. Okay? Especially on your life and what the fuck you got going on. Because at the end of the day, those people gonna pay your bills? No, the fuck they're not. They're not. They're not gonna pay your bills. So, it just is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. People give advice, even though it's unneeded. I do sometimes reach out to my older sister for advice. But it's like, I give her and she take them out. And she's like, I wouldn't have even da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, okay, I could tell you were right and not give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because she had told me, she was like, you shouldn't have even spoken to your landlord. But I spoke to my dad. And my dad, speaking from a business perspective, was like, you know, you probably should tell him that you're thinking about moving out. At least. So he can start looking for somebody. Because right now, me and my landlord don't have a lease right now. I don't have an active lease with him. We are now on a month to month, which has always been a month to month from the beginning. And that's primarily what I was looking for when I found this place. I needed a month to month. I went to roommates.com, which I'll probably be going back to. And, you know, it was between this place and another place. And I found out the girl that lived here, which so happened to be the landlord's daughter, was the same age as me. So I was like, okay, perfect. And yeah, I went from there. But I think overall, when it comes down to I think just life, right? And just how expensive it is here to live in the US. I don't want to live here no more. I don't want to live here anymore. And the major question has always been, okay, well, if I move overseas, then what am I going to do career-wise? And probably the same shit I do out here. Start another business out in Thailand or something. Because it's like, I don't have no kids, y'all. And I'm at the perfect age to travel and do me. And while I love my boyfriend, I don't want our relationship to keep me more stagnant than I have to be. While I would like to do it with him, if he's willing, which he is, you know, it's always how we gonna make more money and how we gonna get more money. And I'm tired of hearing about this damn money talk. I'm to be honest, but he has more responsibility than me. All the responsibility I got is myself. Um, it's pure organic tomato ketchup, and it's tangy. But yeah, I'm just really trying to hear about the whole finances that us being broke and how we gonna make more money, or what business move we gonna make to make some more money. I'm at the point I'm just ready to get to it. I go on anybody's team. One thing I'm not about to do is waste my money on fucking stocks or forex trading. That's what I'm not about to do. Been there, done that. At one point, I spent $2,000, y'all. I'm trying to learn how to trade fucking stocks. Got scammed, by the way. I'm learning how to read charts. I just realized I don't have no interest in any of that shit. I really don't. I'm more of a long-term holder. I'd rather buy the stocks, collect the dividends off of it, put like a Roth IRA or something in that, and call it a day. I've never desired to be a day trader. Looks like an interesting life. But like all I'm telling you, you can earn everything you made in one day, or in life in one day, and you can lose everything you got in life in one day. Them calls and puts are full. I ain't fucking with it. It's also when you're dealing with that, you only put up a certain amount of money that you can afford to lose. And right now, I can't afford to lose nothing. Okay? Right now, as we speak, after my moving expenses, I ain't gonna have no money. Unless I get a job or something. I just hit the lady on next door who said they need a prep cook. Will I stay here? I probably might. I probably won't, to be honest, you know. Because my ultimate goal is thinking about how much money I could save by not being here. I'm saving $1,000 a month by not being here. So it makes more sense to move in with Granny. Just saying. She need help. I tell you what's gonna be interesting. Moving back in with my little sister. God, I've not lived with my little sister since I was 18. I've not lived with her since I was 18. Now it's an extra 2 mouths to feed, sort of, kinda. I don't mind though. My little sister eat a lot, y'all. She's one of them kids. She eat, and she wasn't gaining no weight. My granddaddy called her skinny. Baby, when I tell you it's to the point now, she got a little pudge. I said, what's that? I know it ain't the baby because she gay. But I saw a little pudge. She was like, I need to lose weight because she's so used to being so skinny. So I said, you don't need to lose no weight. I said, you're still skinny. She's the same size she was, but all that fast food she been eating been going straight to her stomach. Now for me, when we being like my mama's size and me being bigger, or in between, I guess you could say, my weight evens out. So my weight will go to my thighs, my stomach, my little back wings, and that's where it goes. For her, apparently her stomach has become this pouch. And she's gained, she's like, I need to lose weight. I'm thinking of considering hiding that scale from her and my grandma. It's so unhealthy. You just have a scale sitting in the hallway. You constantly weighing yourself. That causes eating disorders. Just saying. I know because I got so big at one point. I tried to starve myself. I also didn't have a good relationship with food and didn't understand, like, that if I just eliminate certain foods, I'll be straight. And it's not a hard thing to do. You replace what you want with what you don't want. That's literally it. Now, a lot of people are addicted to the chemicals in the food, which I can understand. I was addicted to cow's milk for like 20 years. And I slowly weaned myself off of it. It gave me very gaseous gas that smelled like sulfur. I couldn't take that smell. It was also embarrassing when you would fart in public. Like, oh my gosh, what is the smell? And you'd be like, yeah, what is that smell? That's crazy. Why would anybody just do that? No, but, and so, I got to a point where I was like, you know what? This year, 2025, I'm living for me. And I'm going to do what I got to do. We got this financial hell I've been in for 3 years. I just gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta put my big girl pants on. We ain't getting no younger. I'll be 30 this year. I'll be 30 in February. And this year about to be a ride, baby. I already know. I ain't eat all these, but I think that's all I'm gonna eat. It's gonna be a hell of a ride, baby. I brought all this shit down here just to go back right upstairs. It's stupid. I guess we'll call this part 1. And I'll go live again in my room and make that part 2. Who watching me? I hate that you can't see who's watching you actively. It's aggravating. But yeah. When it comes to it, ultimately, I need a sugar daddy. I said, yeah, I've heard of that sugar daddy scam where people be acting like they're sugar daddies. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling generous. What's your Cash App? Or I'm feeling generous. What's your PayPal? I'm feeling generous. It's like, nigga, let's be for real, for real. Come on now. You really think I was money yesterday? Let's be for real, for real. Like, be for real, for real. Like, be for real, for real, for real. Like, be FR. Like, the fuck? Like, come on now. You can't be, like, don't get me wrong. I'd be curious. My ass, even with some inkling of cybersecurity knowledge, my ass still be like, I want to see if it's true. I create a fake cash app for them to send money to. Like, send it here. We're gonna see if you're real or if you're fake. And then they don't send nothing. And I'd be like, oh, that's exactly what the fuck I thought. Carry on. But yeah, it's just one of them things, y'all. Transition, growth. And growth and transitions are always gonna be very uncomfortable, especially for me. I don't like when I get comfortable, y'all. Like, I should have been moved like 2 years ago. Like, after I lost my job, I should have bit the bullet, went ahead and did what I had to do and moved in with my grandma. And I didn't. My grandma kept offering, you can always, we have this extra room. You can always come move in with me. Da 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 da. And I'd be like, nah. I'd be like, nah, I'm good, Granny. I'm good on that. Now I'm running to my grandma's house, okay? I'm running to that woman's house. I'm like, bump it. This is ghetto. This is toxic. This is a lot of things. This is suffering. This ain't what you want, okay? Okay, which one is smaller? $16 ounce. Are they the same thing? 1 pound? Okay, we're gonna do Jenny-O's lean fat with all that meat out. And I'll probably end up creating something with that later. I'm about to pour this tea out because I'm tempted to drink it. And it's not good for me because it's bad for me. But yeah, probably gonna go live with TT. Okay, get this cleanup going. I might do a video of the cleanup, possibly. All right, peace and chicken grease.